Yo, today messing with a
since we
little.
since we seen the.
I was in the today messing with a little jingle, and we live, baby. We live.
For
But
sure.
let's go run this real quick.
Yo,
Intro, man.
I've been wishing I could give
what's
y'all more
good?
content, but my time, it keeps on
Word on the
slipping,
street.
slipping. And I ain't get my people new rhymes yet. They like, where the fuck you go? Why the hell you ain't missing? I ain't seen you in no shows or on no projects. I've been looking on your page. I even stopped by your place, trying to make sure you ain't up in a box yet. And why the fuck you ain't ghost on your bros? You need to stop that. My top back cruising down 95. I put my windows down, I'm trying to clear my mind. These motherfuckers need to worry about their own shit.
What the hell
Instead
is
of
that
always trying to
Bobby too?
snoop and get buried in mine. Look, the truth is what I want, I heard is very divine. These little punks ain't got a clue how to
I hear
carry a
you.
grind. They rather act cool, but beware of the signs. Cause if you stepping in the booth, you getting buried alive. And they ain't making no moves
How
cause they
crazy
barely
that?
alive.
Yo,
Nowadays, our youth got
you know how
inferior
crazy
minds.
that
They
look to
rather
see
turn
all
up
over
and burn up
environment
and
now
carry a
down here.
nine. Instead of earn up, learn up, prepare
Look
your
how this
minds
is.
for the future. We headed for a scarier time we ain't used to. And you ain't getting carried along. You a
Word.
loser. Fuck how you carry
I'm
a
serious. I
rhyme.
don't
If
hear
you ain't
shit.
got no
I mean,
meaning,
I hear
keep
you.
carrying on. They might shoot you. Y'all gon' learn today. I'ma raise hell till we all burn away.
You
And
can't
they
hear
shit
me?
swell till we all turn the bank. Cause motherfuckers around here done learn the game. I'm from the land of no
I can't
return.
hear you
Where they
neither.
sip
Nah,
that shit. Yeah, they sip and
I
swerve.
can't
I'm
hear
so
you.
high that I might just clip the curb and
I
then
can
flip
hear
the
you,
whip
but you
like I
can't hear
flip the
me.
words.
I can
I've
hear
been wishing
Dope.
I could give y'all more content. My
Okay.
time keeps
I
on
can't hear shit
slipping,
Raindrops got
slipping. So
going
I ain't
on.
get my people new rhymes yet.
Black
And they like, where
raindrops
the
ain't
fuck you go?
talking.
Why the hell you ain't missing? I've been wishing I could give
All
y'all
right,
more
bet.
content.
Well, let's
My
get it, cause I hear you
time keeps
good. Let's
on
rock.
slipping, slipping. So I ain't get my people
Black
new rhymes
raindrops.
yet. And they like, where the fuck you go? Why the hell you ain't missing? Ain't it
This is
funny how
Word on the
money can make
Street
some of us stay a
podcast, man.
dream? I wonder if one of
It's
us
all
gon'
raw,
make it through
y'all.
them
So
things.
take it as it is.
I put it all on my kin if it was up to them. They
Already, man. What's going on, people, man? Word on the Street podcast, man. Late show. It's the late show, man. Everybody, if you up, I mean, you ain't got no job, you ain't got shit to do tomorrow, or whatever the case may be. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. It's your boy DOE, man. Word on the Street podcast. The boy V6. What's good, V?
You bugging. You bugging. I got a job. You know, I hit the gym in the morning and then work. You feel me? But yo. It's your boy V6, man. Victory stands in existence, you heard? Word on the
Already,
Street podcast. What's good?
already. We got the boy Black Raindrops. What you doing in there,
Raindrops was
man?
good. What's good, Raindrops?
People, we got a lot of shit to talk tonight, so let's get in it.
Look like you untangling a clothes hanger or something.
Oh yeah,
Word?
shit like
What
that.
you got going? What you back there inspect the gadget and shit.
Already,
Hit
man.
the
Y'all
like,
hit
hit
that
the
share
share.
button, dog, for sure. Like,
Let
share,
everybody know
subscribe,
you in
man.
here. Drop a comment. We talk bike.
Definitely talk back. Head over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Um, yeah, man. Hit that like. You there, Black Raindrops? You good?
Cuz like he get into some damn devious shit. Word.
Yeah, man. All right, so tonight, man, first thing we're gonna talk about, the main topic, man. We got some racial discrimination allegations going on in
Oh no.
Green
Ain't no
City.
allegations. Ain't no allegations. Nah, it ain't no
Allegedly,
allegations.
It's
until
all
proven
Allegedly
alleged.
hell.
guilty.
Yo, this shit happened and we know you dirty motherfuckers did it. You heard? We know y'all did it. Cause it's been a lot of nonsense going on lately. We know y'all did it. We ain't sparing y'all tonight, man. Word up.
Allegedly,
All,
allegedly.
alle- well,
Allegedly.
they say allegedly. I'm saying it happened, and I ain't with the shit, bro.
And if y'all just tuning in, man, yeah, it was basically black girl, little black girl joined a tennis team, and she was the only black girl on the team, and some racial things allegedly happened. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna spin the video, and then we'll
Play the
stop it
video, man.
occasionally.
Let the people
Let
judge for themselves, man. You say after y'all see this video, y'all think it's gonna be allegedly or it happened. I'm saying it happened. Like it wouldn't
Innocent,
have been reported if it didn't happen.
innocent until proven guilty.
Nah, not in this case. Hell, we guilty till proven innocent off the rip. They getting the same treatment, bro. I'm not letting them
Already.
slide with that.
I feel
Yeah,
you.
nah,
I feel you.
run the clip. Run the
Let's run
clip
the
and
clip.
y'all tell us what y'all think, man, because I don't like it.
Let's run the
Loris,
clip.
South Carolina, yo.
No, this is not Loris. This is Green Seas, right beside Loris. They're so
Well,
close.
hell,
They're so
Green
they're so
Sea,
close. The
South
schools
Carolina.
look the same. The schools look identical on the outside.
Well, then that's where it's at. Green Sea High School,
Let me ask you,
right?
Mhm. Go ahead, Black
What up?
Raindrops.
what does it say?
I don't know.
I can't see it.
One of my
Tell me what it
brands.
says.
It's one of my
That's
designs. It
fire.
says American
Am-
Dreaming. American
For
is
sure.
American
spelled.
Dreaming.
It's American Dreaming, but it's spelled.
Donald Trump turned your mic off.
Facts. He damn sure did. Nah, it was Joe. Joe did it. Huh?
Let's run it. Hey, we
American.
can't hear you. There we go.
We can't hear you, Raindrops. Like you went out for a second, pal.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm here. Let's do it.
We're gonna run this clip. Give you a
Yeah, go
second
ahead.
to get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
together. All right,
Since
we
I
can hear you
know this
now.
shit happened, since I know it happened, I'll tell you right now, I can't remember the coach name off the rip, but you foul, bro. You foul. And I'm gonna tell you, this wasn't the first case. This is actually the second. I paid attention to what they said in the video. It was another little child going through the same thing with similar complaints.
Mm. Okay.
So it went from allegedly to yeah, it happened.
Let's dig into it. Let's see what's happening.
Run the
Student
Run the
clip,
being
clip.
used as
please.
target practice. Yeah, teachers allowed it, tried to cover it up. But there's a recording. So let's get into it. Put up the picture full mass. So there's a school in South Carolina. A mother has now filed a lawsuit against a South Carolina school district and 3 high school employees who allegedly tried to suppress her daughter's complaint of racial discrimination. This is a hell of a story. This incident allegedly happened at Sea Floyd High School. Miss Crystal Dozier sued the Horry County School District on behalf of her 17-year-old daughter for racial discrimination, harassment, defamation, and retaliation. There's a basis for the complaint. Principal Nick Harris, Assistant Principal Mary Price, and English teacher Kristen Webster are all named in the suit, and there's good reason. According to the complaint, the discrimination started when Dozier's daughter wanted to join the school's tennis team last summer. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. However, her request to join was never answered by Coach Webster, who served as the team's tennis coach. All of the team's members at the time were white females. Dozier's daughter is a black female. When Dozier, the mother, interceded, Coach Webster then permitted her daughter to join the team. However, Coach Webster, according to the suit, allowed all the other girls to use Dozier's daughter as target practice throughout each day's practice, according to the complaint. On August 25th, 2023, Dozier's daughter approached Coach Webster to complain that she was being racially discriminated against. Coach Webster tabled the discussion for later that day, and then invited the assistant principal, Mary Price, and a student of Indian descent with similar complaints to the meeting. During that meeting, Coach Webster allegedly, quote, got argumentative with Dozier's daughter and then berated her, disregarded her concerns of race discrimination, attempted to stifle her complaints and verbally assaulted her, end quote. The complaint states Dozier later, this is the mother, later met with Price and Principal Nick Harris after her daughter called her to the school. Both Price and Harris claimed her daughter, Miss Dozier's daughter, had been, quote, aggressive and violent during their earlier meeting. Oh my goodness, no ma'am, Miss Dozier, your daughter was out of line, out of control. She was
Out of line and out of control. Why do you feel like she was out of line and out of control?
Huh.
Well,
I'm waiting. We got more to clip.
yeah. You want to hear more?
Run a little bit more to clip.
All right, Black Raindrops, you got some input on that?
I just think that.
Not once did this man say allegedly.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Not once did this man say allegedly. This man spoke in a factual manner.
Yeah, but
Well, the only reason that motherfuckers use the word allegedly is to protect themselves from like
lawsuits.
implication in lawsuits. So if you preface if you preface your opinion with allegedly, that just keeps you safe. It keeps you from being sued. You know, it doesn't mean necessarily that you believe that they didn't do it. That's just a legal term that they use to protect themselves.
Mhm.
So it's absolutely necessary if you give your opinion, especially about a legal situation, that you preface it with
Yeah.
the term allegedly. Now, this whole situation is fucked up from the beginning to the end. But at the same time, we think we have the same rights, but we don't. We
You
think
know,
we can move the same, but we
and
can't.
and if we don't, then you know what I mean. Give us our rule book. Don't try to act like we got the same rules.
Listen,
If we don't, then give us our
I'm well
rule book
aware of
and
what
let us.
allegedly means, you heard?
Oh,
Well
I know you
aware
do. I know you do,
of the
bro.
term of what the term allegedly, you feel me?
But they
But
use it
this
differently.
right here, bro, this is ridiculousness. Of course, you know, I can
Yeah,
understand that to the fullest extent. But the
Or,
coach, the assistant principal are totally out of line for the way they even approach this situation.
and the
Now,
principal.
I can understand. We can
like,
say, if you want to say allegedly to the point of, okay, this is the first time this has happened. So allegedly, we're going to just say allegedly. You feel me? Because if this was the first attempt or first time this has happened, this is indeed the second time. If you listen to the clip a little bit more, he's going to say that there's been another child and a parent that decided to step forth after similar allegations.
mhm.
This little Indian girl.
Allegations.
Listen, bro, I don't play when it comes to children.
Me
And when you
neither.
got these adults, and I don't care if they're in high school, they're still children. Those are young teenagers, you heard? I don't play when it comes to the children. So for them to have these type of allegations brought forth upon them, to say, yo, they use my daughter as target practice, knowing she's less of the predominant race that's, a part of the team.
Hmm.
Not to say that those little girls are treated any type of way, because that's not necessarily the matter at hand.
Yeah, I missed
But
something.
if nobody,
I missed something. Like, how were they
what you
using
miss?
her as target practice? I missed
Let's
something.
hold
The-
on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's listen to
Okay.
a little more
Yes,
of it.
sir.
Or
was
yeah,
Let's
violent.
get
yeah.
She was aggressive.
into it.
There are 3 upstanding adults who can attest to this. Okay? Now, here's the kicker. Price and Harris also attempted to stifle all complaints of race discrimination and prevent Dozier and her daughter from making any complaints to the district, stating they do not allow any race discrimination complaints and that they do not see race at Sea Floyd High School. How in the hell Can you not allow complaints about racism and say, I don't see race at the same time? But that's
Thoughts?
Yo, that's crazy.
Thank you, my brother. My man said a mouthful. My
That's
man right here said a mouthful. It it was a similar little video I seen the other day, right? It was a cop stopped this dude that was jogging in the area. Young black dude who happened to be a military officer. They stopped him because they said he allegedly fit the description of somebody that was doing some robbing in the area.
I saw that.
They stopped him, detained him,
Saw that.
and the cop kept saying, "This is not about race, man. This is not a racial thing, man. If it was anybody else, I da 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 da." But 90%, no, I'm gonna give him 70% of what he said during the time of him opening his mouth, speaking to this young man was, "This is not a racial thing. This is not a racial thing. It's not about race." And to me, it's like, yo, the more you okay, if it's not about race, then it's not about race. But for you to keep being repetitive with what you're saying, you making me feel like it got something to do with my race. Because
It
dog, if you're
always
not
got
like
something to
that,
do
then
with
you're
race.
facts. We know better. But if you're not like that, then you're not like that, and your energy
We,
wouldn't come off as such. But it
I
totally did.
mean,
You raindrops. You saw that video?
Yeah, yeah. So
and we push the narrative.
Disgusting, man.
We push
go
the
ahead,
They
Dome.
narrative
Like,
as well.
what's your opinion, City?
I mean, I'm just listening to it at this point. Um, yeah, I feel like there was some BS going on. I'm not quite sure how it played out. I'm not sure who's most of the blame probably falls on. Probably on the coach because you're the coach, so you see what's going on. You're not stopping it. Um,
facts. You're
the
the adult figure.
principals,
You're the authority.
Well,
yeah, like the
you're the
principal,
leader.
right? I'm not sure. I'm pretty. I feel like the principals in this matter probably just going off what the coach said. The principals are not at practice, so they
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
Coach
listening
yeah,
to
probably
the
been there
BS
for
from the
years.
coach.
yeah,
Coach
Yeah,
probably been there for years. Coach got a good rapport with the principal. He's had
hmm
luncheons, allegedly. He sat down with the family. He's a swell guy. He's
right.
probably
yeah.
brought some championships. He probably brought some trophies and a lot of wins back to the school. Cool.
Well, you
Not
know how
knocking your accolades, bro.
yeah.
Right. But
Well,
the
you know
thing
how it
is,
is, and you know how it is in small towns, though, right?
yes,
Like
Totally.
everybody knows
I totally
everybody.
understand.
They they're not they're not qualified necessarily to be in these types of roles. They just know somebody that knows somebody that says, "Hey,
yeah, because
you
the
need it. We
principal,
need a coach. We
the
need
prince,
this, or we
the
need that."
the principal of that school right there, Nick Harris, he actually went to school with us in Loris.
And that's
Yeah.
wild.
He went to
I
Loris High
totally I
School.
totally understand.
Man, you talking small towns now. You talking Green Sea. You
Yeah,
talking Lourdes, Green Sea.
I never heard of it, yo. I
Never heard of
never
Green
heard of it
Sea?
till this now, bro.
I mean, I never
Shit.
would have heard of it either if I didn't go to Loris.
Not facts. I totally agree.
Yep.
I totally agree with you.
So the whole
That's
thing is,
crazy, bro.
yeah, it is crazy. And like for me, based on what I heard, right? That
And this
I
is
just
with
want
any
to say
kid.
something. I just want to say something real quick, right? This shit's
What
been
up?
happening. This shit's been happening for decades,
Facts. Every day.
True indeed.
Happens every day, dog.
all day, every day. And it's not about what they are doing.
It's about what we allow.
It's about what.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's about like how. When do we decide or figure out how to a way to navigate this shit? Because it isn't going to
I don't
change.
know. But
First,
that black mother decided to make a change by
hey,
not
yeah.
ignoring that shit, and she's pressing the school
I
about
tell you
wanting to
how
know
it
what's
start.
going on.
How you start to change is you gotta, and this is
Every the
this is the
community got to show up behind her
there we
on her
go.
behalf, bro. You
Nah,
understand me, bro?
not on this
Nah,
case. You gotta
every
vote
case.
in. You gotta vote in your
It
mayors. You
facts,
gotta
but
vote in
facts.
your police chiefs. All of that. We got long lines at the club. We got long lines to get the Jordans. Nobody showing up to vote. and
That's
that's
a
how
fact.
you get
A lot
people
of
in these
Only time
places.
black folks show up is on election day for the president.
Yeah, and then
a
we be
lot of
and then
a
we
lot
be
of situations where niggas don't like. I ain't gonna say like it ain't the vote. It's not necessarily the voting situation, but people feel like their vote don't count. So a lot of people is like whatever, whatever. But in the small elections, the votes count, bro.
Yeah, that's where it
definitely.
counts.
That's
That's what
That's
exactly
where it
where it
counts,
that's
counts.
what
bro.
City was
In your
saying. You
community,
gotta
bro.
vote. You gotta vote
Yeah,
for
Vote
city
like
locally, bro. You
mayors
gotta
city
and
facts,
council.
bro.
stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
city
City was saying.
council.
That's what you gotta do.
Definitely your
Facts, bro.
police chiefs. Your police chiefs is most important.
And then guess what? We don't have to just vote for them. We can run for those offices as well.
Oh yeah, you could definitely run. I was talking
That's
to
a fact.
somebody. I was talking to
One day I
somebody.
just, one day I just might, bro.
Definitely.
Like you could
You could
be city
definitely.
council. Like I
Big
don't know where
facts.
you live, but you could be city
Hmm.
council.
We in
You
Georgetown.
could be become a notary public, so you can start hanging out in those groups of people to where of influence, so you can start having your voice be heard. Next thing you know, you're on a
Oh,
campaign.
they gonna hit me,
Next
bro.
thing you know, you city commissioner.
Yeah. And
Word. You
bruh,
are correct, my brother, and I may look into that. Oh, they
It's
gonna hit me, bro.
easy.
They gonna hit me, bro.
it's
I'm gonna be the
I'm gonna
ones.
I'm
I'm gonna be one of them
I'm gonna
ones. They gonna have to try to take out, bro. Cause I'm all for the people, but I'm all for
Yeah,
what's right, bro. I don't care about no color.
I'm
I really
gonna
don't
give
care
you
about no color, bro.
I'm gonna
yeah.
give you I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on how you could really be the mayor of a small town.
Word.
Like in
Put in that work.
Loris we had Mayor Harrelson. That was our last mayor,
Okay.
and he just got beat out by Mayor Suggs recently. You know what the
Mhm.
vote count was? The vote count was 263 to 238
Wow.
votes.
Wow.
You mean Republican versus Democrat?
Yeah. You can get that many I can get that many people to vote for me just because.
You can go on Facebook and
Facts.
get them numbers.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
That means the black community and most of the white community didn't show up.
Facts.
Well,
How big is the
it's a
population though?
Couple thousand.
it's a
Okay, then bet.
social it's a social economic issue, man. It's like
It ain't really a social. It's a social economic issue within the black community. We
right.
all talking about the Final Four, NCAA tournament, all that, and then social media. They feed us exactly what they want to feed us. They tell us this is the biggest game of the year or whatnot. They don't ever say like you don't know who to vote for. Who's running for what when?
Facts.
They don't put that on social
They
media.
put they put all type of other shit up. Facts. Every now and again, you might hear or see somebody. I get like some phone calls, bro. Like I get these random phone calls. I don't know how. Call me, yo, dead ass. We're running for such and such. You know what I'm saying? And we like your
Yeah, I
vote. Your
get
vote will
those
count.
too. I get those too.
Yeah, you know. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you something though. A lot of them people sound like they local, so I'm gonna start answering them calls.
Mm.
Fuck that shit. I don't answer that shit. I'll wait
Do
till they
some.
leave a
Yeah,
voicemail and I'll be like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, do the research, man. You just gotta do the research.
bro,
Yeah.
let me tell
Uh,
you something real quick.
hey, real
Like,
quick before you
uh,
say that, and then it's like two sentences. I didn't
okay.
even know Mayor Harrelson was not the mayor of Loris anymore until I texted him one day about something, and he told me that he took another job somewhere else and told me who the new mayor was. I
Mm,
did not know. I got the text messages in my phone right now. He cool, super cool.
Yeah, now he the manager at
I believe
Food
you,
Lion.
bro.
Yeah,
Nah. Word?
yeah.
Nah,
Word?
I'm just fucking around.
Mm.
I'm
No,
just
he's not a.
saying.
I
No,
was
he's
about
not
to
a
say,
man.
yo,
No,
hell,
he.
he backing your shit up to my some, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I ain't hear. I
Shit,
ain't
he
hear what you
probably make
said. It
more
chopped
money
out.
at manager of Food Lion
Oh, I'm
than
about to say,
making as a
oh
mayor.
man.
Well, actually, he took another position somewhere else. Let me see.
That's dope, man. At least what was
Uh,
he? He was a brother?
nah, he's white.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with that.
So he got a new position with the Waccamaw Regional Council of Governments.
Okay, then.
I don't know
Yeah,
what that is,
well,
but that's just what he texted me.
I tell
It's
you what
cool.
that is. After working at a women's prison and then the courthouse in Durham, man, that shit don't mean shit.
You know what I mean? Shit.
Hell
I don't
no.
know.
They all just follow a process, and it's
Literally just a
dry.
job with the government shit, huh?
Yeah, nobody's really fucking doing anything. They're just following the policies and
Yeah,
checking boxes and sitting in their offices. They're not doing shit, man.
free money.
Trust me. Easy money. Easy money. Easy money.
Word up. Hey, let's run a little more of this, man.
That's exactly what happened according to the report. There's more. What Price and Harris did not know is that Dozier's daughter was well trained. And Dozier's daughter had recorded the earlier meeting,
Oh no.
the meeting she had with Coach
Huh.
Webster and Price, in which Price claimed that Dozier's daughter had been aggressive and violent.
How you feel? How
The
you
baby
feel?
girl recorded something.
How you feel? How
Wait
you
a minute.
feel?
The the young lady was trained, and it makes sense. She's a young teenager. I'm pretty sure her mother's somebody of importance. I hope her father step. If he's still alive, man, I hope he step. I hope he in the picture. You feel me?
Yeah.
But she recorded okay,
Man,
we
these
gonna get
kids,
this is getting
th-
interesting.
these kids gonna
Oh,
record your
of course.
ass either way it
This
go.
the era of the camera.
Yeah.
And they were so in the heat of the moment, he ain't even realize what he was saying or doing. I can't
Right.
wait to please continue.
Continue.
Wait, is he locked up?
When her mother,
We-
Is who locked up?
Webster, you a buster.
Is anybody locked up yet?
Nah, allegations.
No, and they probably won't be.
Yeah. And if they are, it hasn't hit the media yet. I don't think any of this has hit the media yet. Really. I haven't seen anything on
Yeah.
local news
It's gonna
anyway.
hit it it's gonna hit it tonight though.
For sure.
Cause
Word.
I'm definitely about to say something about
approached the
this shit.
assistant principal
Good.
about those defamatory statements and acknowledged that there's a recording of what happened, Price immediately admitted her deception and apologized. In September, Ms. Dozier wrote a letter to the Horry County
Wow.
School District and the school board to complain of racial discrimination. After the letter was sent, Dozier's daughter started getting bullied at school, not just by pupils, but by teachers. When she reported the bullying to Price, the assistant principal
I,
allowed the bullying to continue according to the suit. Her daughter had to, quote, endure walking down the hallways of the school with teachers saying, quote, shame on her for having made complaints of racial discrimination. A district official later performed an investigation and determined there was bias, but that Coach Webster did not know any better. End quote. That's literally
wow.
conclusive in the investigation. No conclusions were given in the lawsuit about Price's or Harris's behavior. Dozier withdrew her daughter from the school January 2024. Thank God the suit seeks a jury trial to determine damages and remedial action for the emotional distress of Dozier's daughter. And I hope they get every single penny and all justice that's due to them. To Ms. Dozier, remarkable job standing up for your daughter. To your daughter, remarkable job for listening to your mother. You knew good and damn well if you're going to have a sit down meeting with these three adults that you need to go ahead and hit that record button on your phone. Good for you.
How you
Mm,
feel? How you
mm, mm, mm.
feel?
How you think I'm feeling? I told you this wasn't alleged, bro. This was something that went down. You feel me? Look,
Definitely.
I don't know if you heard it when you walked off, but Price, I think Price being the principal, if I'm not mistaken, admitted
Nah, Price
in
isn't the principal.
well, whoever Price is one of the ones who was present. They admitted to it happening, and then they apologized.
Now,
She
now
she
who's
or
the
he, I think it's a
assistant?
woman.
The assistant principal is a black lady. What? That may be Price. Is that Price?
I don't know.
Not quite
But you know,
sure.
you just cause you black, it's some of those that you know what I mean. It's
Get
still
left
some of those that act a little different. You know what I'm saying?
at
They're
work.
against their own as well.
She probably act
Right.
like that at work when she get home. Is
Facts. Just
probably know how to crip walk
to
better than us.
appease.
It's always like that. It's always like
Big
that.
facts.
Always like that.
So, I'm gonna tell you, some of them uptight outside of work too. Some of them that's just really who they is,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's just who they
Keep
are.
it a
Yep,
buck.
yep, yep.
Some of them that's just
And
really who they are. We can't, you know what I mean?
big
Yeah, for
shouts
Straight
out
sure.
to
up
her
black
for
Karens.
recording. Big shouts out to
Facts.
her for
Salute to the young lady for taking that approach.
yeah, record that
She was
because if
said
she
she
would
was
have
well
recorded
trained
that,
by her mother in situations like that. She was taught to, pull out the phone and record to back
probably
herself up. Her mother taught her right.
maybe
And
she
and, and,
probably
and unt-
she
until we
probably
know
told her
further
mother.
notice, we're gonna say father too.
Yeah, she probably taught them. She's like, I got it on tape. But big shouts out to her for
Facts.
recording it because 10 out of 10 times, if she wouldn't have had any audio or any visual of the situation,
It would have it would have been swept right under the rug.
it would have been
Facts.
worse. They would have just been treating her bad until she got up out
Big
of there.
facts. Oh yeah. Her mother withdrew her from that school January 2024.
Yeah, I was about to say those small
That black
towns, man. Bruh, you
that black
grew up
woman
in
stepped for her daughter, bro. So
yeah, you
she's definitely not one of those ratchet, not nonsense, don't know no better type females. She's one of the ones that okay, I know the law, I'm gonna take the proper approach, but I'm on your ass at the same time.
yeah, definitely. Let's push it through a little
Salute
bit
to
more.
that.
We're almost to the end.
Salute, Miss Doja.
Absolutely.
Good for you. Because you got to think about how insane this is. These adults literally conspired against a child in order to protect their ass.
Hey,
These are
babe.
supposed to be
Facts.
advocates for children. They're trained advocates for children. And they literally tried to conspire against a baby. All right. Mayor Mondale.
Where the RICO charges at? I mean, how many kids, how many black kids in the school
Oh
district
shit.
have been labeled aggressive and violent by these same people? Let's rehash all of those, because what we witnessed right here is they were willing to, one, ruin this child's feeling about tennis as an entire sport, tear her down, allow her to be used as target practice. And we just had a case now in Missouri, a few states away from this state, where a black child now is being criminally targeted for murder if this other child would have died. We have to do something about this. We have to stand up. This is absolutely systemic. This is not a bad apple situation.
That's right. And I'm glad they got every single one of them on record. All right, we'll bring you updates as they come.
Well.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's crazy.
Well,
Tell me about it.
How you feel, man?
you know what's crazy is in this country, like
Um,
this type of shit happens all the time. Not it,
you do.
not saying that it is right, and when it is wrong, it needs to be handled in a certain situation. But at the same time, how do we keep ourselves out of these types of situations so they don't have to happen?
You can't unless you're just gonna be white.
You can. Listen, the only way for us to really make a change, because it's going to start with our kids.
Okay, babe.
They're going to start attacking our children until we look at each other and say, you know what? Enough is enough, yo. You my brother, you my sister. We're gonna ride this shit out together. They said take a village to raise a child, right?
But we
It's gonna
can't be
take the community, the whole community, bro.
but we can't be no
Stand
more
up for what's
under
right, bro. And it don't matter what color you is, bro. It can happen to any color child, bro.
That's
But we
Ain't no
can't be
race exempt
no
when it come to this. We got we
exactly. So would you call it racism? Or yeah, it's definitely racism, but I think it's racism.
it's everything that's bad, bro. It's
It's race.
bullying. It's all of that shit, bro. It's everything, bro. Everything
It's
negative that could be about that situation is what it is. We're not
it's
gonna
race.
sugarcoat it, bro.
It's racism mixed. Is racism mixed with the chain of command?
Yes, chain of command in certain privilege.
Because I feel like the only
Raindrops, you alright over there, man?
yeah, y'all know the difference between what like what's happening in the world when it comes to racism.
Prejudice, prejudice, and all of that.
Yeah, people don't understand that there's a difference between prejudice and racism.
Yeah, it's a big difference, a huge difference. You're right.
Like prejudice is just a preference. You have the right to prefer
Facts.
certain things, right? But when you add hate to it, specifically when it comes to a person's race or gender, blah blah blah, then that's when it becomes racism. Most of the
Big
people in the
facts.
most of the people in the country are prejudiced. But
hell nah. Most of the people in the country are racist.
no, no, no. Most of the people, in my opinion, are prejudiced. They just have a preference. But because the majority of the country don't know the difference between prejudice and racism, they just put it all together and call it racism because they don't understand the difference between the two. They think
Prejudice.
they
Prejudice is just a subcategory of racism.
nah,
Facts.
nah.
Hmm.
Nah. All right, so let me ask y'all this real quick, right? Because
Hey,
y'all know how I get down real quick.
hold on real quick. We got a comment, man. It's hard to see because it's a lot that says we got Nikki Bryant says it's sad that tennis is already a primarily white sport and she wasn't even acknowledged to join the team, which is already effed up, and that this child had to experience that ignorance, not only with kids but adults also.
Facts. Facts, Miss Nikki. Facts.
Those are
It's
yeah,
totally disgusting and it's distasteful and it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
everything that's bad for that situation, bro.
Wait, can you read that again?
That's
yes. Nikki Bryant.
it's sad that tennis is already a primarily white sport and she wasn't even acknowledged to join the team, which is already effed up. And that this child had to experience that ignorance not only with kids but with adults as well. And it's true. It's foul, bro. You got
Yeah,
to deal with it from your peers and then the people you are supposed to be able to go to and get some authority set in place. They doing the same thing to you as well. Can you imagine what that'll do to a kid? I'm supposed to go to the adults versus me doing what, protecting myself physically. The first thing to do is to go to the adults. I'm having an issue. This is going on. Da 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 da. Whatever the case may be, and for the adults not to respond, you know how crazy that is, bro.
yeah,
Super crazy.
yeah. It's super
Like that's
crazy. It's super
that's super
crazy. However,
crazy, bro.
it's super crazy. You're absolutely correct, both of y'all. But
But what?
that's what design. That's what survival looks like in this country.
Yeah, totally.
South.
I see where you coming from. Yeah, but
So it isn't
we already
about.
acknowledge that that's one of the things that already
It's not about being like right. It's about like figuring out how to survive and how to navigate a situation that we already know that isn't in our favor.
So how would you say to navigate that situation? Not join the tennis team?
No, you join the tennis team, but you do it in a way that you do it with tact, you do it with a different approach. You find a way that, like you play the game the way the game needs to be played if you want to be a part of that
That sound like
population of people.
bullshit.
No, I'm serious. Nah,
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
no,
So
listen, no.
it sound like some good ass steak and cheese fries with a little bit of bullshit sprinkled on it.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. But
Go ahead though.
the question
Shoot.
was, how do you navigate that situation, right?
Hmm.
You tell me how you would navigate it.
How I would navigate that situation if I was the adult here. I mean, yeah, as an adult, apply pressure. Like you have to apply pressure. Yeah, I would not tell my daughter or son to quit any sport because someone's treating you unfairly or whatever. We're gonna do exactly what this young lady's mom did. We're gonna we're gonna contact lawyers. We're gonna sue them. We're gonna contact the media. We're gonna let it be known, and we're just gonna break down the infrastructure because if we don't, then how does it ever end? It never ends if you skip around the issues. Like you got to break it down. That principal should really he should really have to like sit down in front of a panel and prove why he's still able to be the principal there because you're the head of the school and you handled that wrong. How much other things have you handled wrong in the school? I don't. Yeah, how I would handle it, we would definitely apply pressure. And back to what we were saying earlier, you gotta go out and vote. City council, mayor,
Facts.
police chiefs, all of that. And not just me. I ain't just going myself. I gotta tell my friends to go. Like we gotta make that a thing. The way we
Yeah,
talk about everything else, we gotta talk about that.
yeah, yeah. You got to bring some people with you for sure.
But the answer is definitely not to keep things the way they are and skip to the loo.
Man, let me tell you something. These politicians, they don't really give a fuck about the vote. They give a fuck about the vote, but they don't give a fuck about the people. So you can vote all day, you can stand in line and do all that other shit, and it might make you feel better. You get a little sticker to put on your shirt and all that shit. But all these motherfuckers, all they care about is how much money they have today and how much money they could potentially have when they get in office and when they get out of office. A lot
You
of
gotta
these
vote them out.
motherfuckers, they go in making they have $5 million, but when they get in office within like 2 years, now they got 12 million. But by the time they leave, they worth 35 million, 45 million. They don't care about the people. They care about the checks.
But how do you think all of the other minority students and parents feel like having to let their kids go to that school after this? I'm thinking about my kid all day long because I
Huh.
mean it's apparent that at any point during that school day you could be treated unfairly, and I may not even be notified or it wouldn't be handled with care.
That's what you instill in your child to where, okay, boom, you let them know we've been through this similar incident, so we're gonna approach it different because she pulled the young lady out of the school. A lot of the other parents, if they could help it, I would pull the kids out of the school. If you can't help it, I totally understand. That's when you teach the tactics of, okay, this is the example that's been set before us. Look at what this other young child of color and different ethnicity and nationality has been through. So now what we're gonna do, you break down a set of rules that they follow and things to identify with so they can know when they're being mistreated, profiled, or things of that nature. Besides it being physical, let them teach them to be aware, teach them to be open, and also leave a huge lane of communication between y'all to where that they're comfortable coming to you and talking to you about anything.
Right,
Because as adults, back in the day, one of the worst things they did was you ought to be seen, not to be heard. We
correct,
gotta break
correct.
we gotta break this generational curse. We gotta break this cycle of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And we
Correct.
really have to. It may sound cliche at this point because we've been hearing it all our lives, but we got to stand up and stick the fucking together because
Got to.
you got to have it in your mind that
Hey,
yo,
yo,
this could well be one of my children, bro.
where you V6? Where you live at?
Huh?
Where you live at? I mean, you don't have to
Georgetown.
say, man. You better run for goddamn some kind of local
Huh?
government. You better run for some kind of local government seat.
You win it. You could
You
definitely
got the
win it.
voice, and you have the insight,
I'm with it.
and you got the message. You need to you need to like make some changes. And
I'm
I
totally
agree.
with it, bro.
I
Like
think we
word is,
need
I
to
never
do it.
thought
Like
about it,
city
but word is
councilman,
bond. With
start out as a notary public, start
like
sitting at them
with
tables with the folks, you know, that are of influence,
Nah,
and
don't do
then
it. Don't do it that way. If you're gonna do it your own way, unorthodox. Because if you do it that way, then you're gonna be pretty much governed and told how to move and all of that, and
oh, that's
it
gonna
kind of
happen
defeats the
anyway.
purpose.
That's gonna happen anyway in government, bro.
All right. So, question being, how do y'all feel this would have been different if the little girl was a white girl? I was gonna look for a better word, but I'm gonna just say it. How do y'all feel this would have been different if it was a white girl?
me
Everything would
Nah,
have
personally,
you ain't gotta
I
think
everything
treat
that
it the
long,
same
man. You ain't
exact
got.
way.
Nah, they wouldn't have been treated the same exact way.
I'm treating it the same
Somebody,
way.
no, somebody would have been fired. That coach would have been fired
Facts immediately,
immediately.
immediately.
They would have been calling
I mean, what
meetings
it?
with no kids. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, I agree. See,
How do you feel black
I
people
already
got
told
it?
you I don't play about them kids, so I would have pushed it the same way.
Definitely. I mean, they're just kids. Like they're
No,
basically innocent kids.
facts. No child deserves to be discriminated against. Period.
Right.
No child deserves that.
Absolutely.
You're supposed to put nothing but love into them children. Attitude reflect leadership. Them kids see what they grow up hearing at the foundation, and then they pick up things in life. All children. That's a
Right.
part of learning. Life, life lessons. It builds their character. It turns them into who they're gonna be. But the
Right.
main thing is what they leave the house with. You understand?
Right.
hmm
You have to leave the house with some sort of knowledge that yo, you can't see
Target
color.
Oh,
practiced.
my
People are
bad.
gonna
Yeah.
be
Teachers.
people are people.
My bad. My bad. I didn't
Like
mean to cut
straight
you off
up, bro.
there.
You can't teach them kids to, you know what I mean, be racist and
Uh,
hate a certain color and all that. That's crazy. Why would you put that on your kids, yo? Why?
we're in a society where, regardless of what we think about how the world or society is going to treat like black kids or kids of color or other kids, we have no control over that narrative. And as much as we try to have control over that narrative, now we
Definitely.
have control over that narrative at home. But then once they cross that threshold and they go out into society, that's when we lose control. And we hope that everything that we taught them can kind of
Mm-hmm.
help them navigate this crazy world that doesn't necessarily feel the same way. That's just
I
my
agree.
opinion. So it starts at home, and all we can do is the best that we can. So when our
And
kids
that's
walk
where it
out that
starts at.
door, yes, when our kids walk out the door, we have to be confident in our ability as parents to have instilled like the survival skills in the jungle.
Facts.
Nah, I
And the
don't agree
bad
to
thing
that.
about it, man, a lot of these kids don't have parents, bro. A lot
But
of these
guess what?
kids don't have good guidance. They're not being led in the right direction. They got
And
bad
and
examples for parents.
and even if they don't, man, like I don't feel that any kid or any person should just have to skip to the loo. Like we should not have to like fucking carry ourselves a certain way. We should be able to wear what we want to wear, say what we want to say, not to an extent, talk how we want to talk. I don't feel like we should have to conform to white America to fit into it.
I totally agree. Whatever floats your boat, do it. And as long as it's not too inappropriate or out of pocket, just do your thing.
Yeah,
Be
you gotta,
happy. Live.
because I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to respect everyone, and it's clear
That's
that
it.
a lot of people don't respect black people just because they're black.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
But listen though, I hear all that, right? And that's great. And you're
But
right.
what?
And
I
you're
was
right.
about to say if I could got that smoke out, I was about to say the same thing. Go ahead,
Let me
Black Raindrop.
let me tell you something. I've been maneuvering and navigating like finance and accounting for 20, 30 years, where I've always, most of the time, been in the boardroom with white folk. And
My wife is an accountant.
Why? Why do you
I'm not
think
talking
you
shit
were?
about white people. That isn't what this is about. But what I'm
No, no, no.
saying is, when you're at that table, you learn more than what the average or most black people get to learn
About what?
about business and accounting and how money works. And also, you get to learn that we're we're still the minority, right?
So,
So
so
when
should we nestle
when
down into that? It sounds like you
Hell
saying we should
no.
nestle down
no,
into
no,
that.
nah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is your ears perk up so you can
Hmm.
take more information in so that you can take that information and share it amongst your community so that you can empower your community. You feel me? I mean, it's not about
Yeah.
what's the point in having the knowledge and the power if you're not sharing it with your community. That's why you got to talk to people. Like you, I mean, bro, you know me. Like every damn chance I get, I'm talking about finance and accounting and do this and do that and so on and so forth. I just that's just the way it is. But
Hmm.
there's few of us at the table.
Why do
So I
you
bet
think that? It's not because of qualifications.
sometimes it's because of qualifications, but it's also about
A lot of people are
a
content,
certain
man.
class of people, a certain class. Or if we're just talking about white people, then we'll address black people or others in a second. Like white people want to be around people that they're comfortable with. You understand what I'm saying? So if they're in positions of power and the boardroom is has 8 people in it and you're the only black person, They don't have the same conversation if you're not at the table. They say different shit. You know what I mean? They express themselves differently than if that black person is at the table,
But they still call you nigga.
right? But they don't do it in front of you. But
Y'all
but you
lost me with that. I get what you're saying, but
I'm kind of
pertaining
lost
to
a
what
little
we
bit too.
talking to is kind of just, you know what I mean. I feel you. I get it. You know what I'm saying, but you know, pertaining to what we talking to is like what we talking about.
mm,
It's like these folks need to be. Everybody just need to. Us, we need to just come together and handle our business and find ways to get around what we need to get around so we can all, try to prosper in a good way
we don't
amongst
know how
each
to do
other.
that. We don't know how to
You
do
gotta,
that though.
I mean, but see, I don't like that because it's like, okay, we so stuck on
Hey,
what it
what you
was. Like,
doing?
look at us three. Look at us three. We are.
Yeah,
So it starts
yeah,
somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the
yeah.
thing. It starts somewhere. We always be so focused on what isn't, but in that we overlook
definitely,
what actually is. Like how
definitely.
they say when a cop say a white cop shoot a black person. Oh well, y'all killing each other anyway. So shut up, man. Because
What that got
everybody
to do
killing
with anything?
not a damn thing. Everybody killing everybody, bro. Like everybody kills everybody. There's a white person that's killed a white person. A black person killed nobody. We don't want to hear that shit because I don't participate in that. I ain't
Yeah,
kill nobody.
that's
I ain't
why
out here trying to hurt nobody.
that's
So
why my
stop
teach
categorizing us. You know what I'm saying?
that's why my T-shirt says American dreaming, not
I can dig it.
American, because it's all a con. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like we're never quite sure how to maneuver this atmosphere. We really aren't. You know what I mean? It's kind of like we wake up and we hope for the best. We hope we got a chick that's with us that
But you
has our
gotta,
back.
but you gotta get out of that mindset.
We hope that
Hmm.
we could start a business to pull us out of like whatever it is that we're in. Like we hope that when we move in this direction, that we yield the outcome that we expect. Oftentimes it just doesn't happen, but it tends to happen more often, tends to not happen more often. So it kind of changes the mentality of like the black man sometimes. So then they resort to
True
hustling,
indeed.
shit like that.
Right.
Dog, you only accustomed if you choose not to be. Like that's just real shit because at the end of the day, yo, when you've experienced certain things in life and you decide that enough is enough, it's time to take a chance doing something.
Yeah, you
Because
got
other
to,
than that,
man. Cause that's
I
that's
don't I
what
don't believe not one of us. I don't
that's
be,
what life is about.
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that's what life is about. Go ahead.
Facts, bro. I
I'm
don't
tipsy, so
I don't believe not one of
you
us
probably
on
don't know
here
much what I'm saying.
that's not fed up, bro. I don't believe not one of us on here is not fed up with the way things been going or have been in a situation where it was like, you know what, enough is enough, and they did something about it.
Man,
Regardless if you was tired of working this job, you was tired of dealing with this and dealing with that. It was a point to where you got to it where you was like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm fed up with this. I'm gonna make a change and do something different. It's the same thing we can apply, bro. The same way you can say,
same
yo, I want a
exactly.
better job, and you go get a better job to get more money. Like
Yeah. Cause
it, it's a little tougher than that, but it's
cause that's
still
the
the same process.
see, but that's the thing. Like that's the thing with the black mindset. I mean, it's either like they're just so nonchalant about the real issues, or it's conform. Is like conform to how life is, and let's just go with the flow, or motherfuckers just don't even care.
Well,
And
like
yeah,
I feel like everybody cares, but I think what you're saying about like conforming. That's a real thing because survival and conforming are like twin sisters. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to conform to survive. And in order to survive, sometimes you have to conform, whether or not you want to do it or not. But you have to
Come
be
back.
smart enough. You gotta be smart enough to know that okay,
Not
temporarily this is what I have to do
mm,
until I'm in a
that's
place to where
not to survive. Not to survive. You don't have to do that to survive.
Yeah, facts. Surviving is, I don't know.
Now, if you
so
want
why
to,
In
you
some
so why
cases you
you
do, but
so
not,
why
you
you
know.
why you conforming then?
I'm not
No, I'm saying like the average person, why do they conform?
because they want to move up in the ranks. They want to make more money so they can buy more bullshit, it's all a status piece, things like that. Which I
They
do understand because that's the way of the world these days. But you said survive, like you don't need those things to survive.
well they need those things to survive in the world that they want to exist in is what I was trying to say.
Mm.
Like I mean, whatever you take from that shit, like
Mm.
survival is survival. It doesn't matter what level, but you conform to survive. It's like, why else would you conform to something if it wasn't
I mean,
about survival?
I don't know. I mean, but look at Puff. Look at anyone who's ever worked a corporate job or anything of that sort. They can snatch it away from you just like that. Snap of a finger over a shot of bourbon sitting at in one of their backyards. The bosses.
Yeah.
Like they just literally snatch it from under you and then come back to work and say, "We're doing this. We're rearranging the company or whatever they may see it." They can just snatch it right from under you. Yeah, it's the same. It's basically the same
It's the same
as.
shit across the board. Doesn't matter. It's the same shit. It doesn't matter what company, who you are, millionaire. Like if you
It,
broke, it
it
doesn't
definitely
matter.
it definitely
It could
does
all
matter
it
who
can
you
all
are.
what?
It definitely matters. It matters who you are. We're not equal. We're definitely not equal out here. They're gonna keep. Yeah. Go ahead, V6. What you got?
Yeah. Yeah, let me hear what that nigga got to say.
You got to make it equal. If you want to exist, like my man say, you got to find ways to level out the playing grounds and make it equal a little bit. Everything is not going to work in our favor, true indeed. But the things that can, we need to press for it. We need to
Exactly.
really go and make it happen some type of way.
You got to.
Everybody got a brain, bro. It's not hard to come up with some
You got
strategies
to.
and some ideas, non-violent, legal, and in the right way.
Definitely.
There's too many
Definitely.
of us with working brains that can just come together. All it, bro. We are the most
Definitely.
intelligent minds on the on beings. Period, bro. We're some of the
Yeah.
most intelligent beings, bro. Like it's all up here.
Hmm.
Physical is just a plus, but we
Right.
was born with this right here. We was born
Definitely.
with the knowledge to say, yo. But the thing is, it's that crab in the bucket mentality.
Hmm.
Everybody wants to be the first. Nobody hand wants to watch the other. That's how a
Correct.
lot of these other races and other backgrounds get they stuff together. They're willing to ride with each other. And we can do that too because there's a lot of us willing to do that now.
You
We
just
just gotta
create.
kind of do it. We
You
gotta
have to.
push ourselves to go forward.
Yeah. You got to create the
A lot,
community.
a lot of us get discouraged quick when we don't see things going our way because it's like, yo, what's the point of fighting this hard for something that's not gonna work anyway? The fight
Right.
itself, bro.
Well,
Right.
the
The fight
difference
itself.
is we got to go in shit. We got to go in knowing that the struggle or the fight is is going to be different. You can't go in and
We
expect to for the fight or the struggle to be the same as it is for other races, because
Oh,
we already know it isn't. So guess what?
of course not.
When we get into the fight, when we show up, we should already have a bunch of ammo that they don't have, because we know we're gonna need it.
It ain't too much that we're gonna be able to get that they don't have, except for us to bring our knowledge and
But
match wits and let them
but
know that we're on the same playing field mentally.
but it's
That's what it's
not.
about,
Oh,
yo.
I don't feel like it's okay to think that way. I don't feel like it's okay to just like lay down and be like, this is how it is,
Yeah, I ain't with that neither. Like
because
I'm not
it
being
never
stagnant.
changes.
I'm not being stagnant, and it's a stagnant mind state that really gets into the minds of the people to the point to where the Negro, we were not supposed to rise from the knee.
Hmm.
Hypothetically speaking, we are meant to stay down at a certain level.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just real facts of it. So mentally, we gotta kind of just break them chains for real, and just be like, yo, we can do this. It's everything starts up here, bro. You put your mind to something, you do it.
Yeah, because
And
it
that's just facts, but you gotta want to do it. You gotta want better for yourself in order to make better for yourself.
correct.
Ain't no, any one of y'all come from a silver spoon?
It might have been silver, but it motherfucker
Yeah.
was just wrapped in aluminum foil or
You know what I'm saying? Okay then.
something.
So for the majority of us, we grew up in the hood.
Yeah,
We
fake
grew up
Yeah.
in the
silver.
hood, right? We probably grew up in fatherless households, or you
Hey,
might have had both your parents. But I'm gonna tell you, just because you have both parents, that don't mean it could be beneficial to you. The wrong man in your house is going to make it even worse than it would have been for him not to be there. So to an extent, it's better for you not to be there if you ain't gonna have the right example in here. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's
Yeah,
no here or there. Not trying to exclude nobody. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But it's real, bro. We
I
gotta
feel
really
you.
want to do it. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. We gotta really want it. Like, dog, each
Well,
one
we
of us
want it.
came from the hood.
We
Each one
want
of
it
us came from
now.
the hood. Now you
We
got your
want it.
own crib that you went out and got. You went out and worked hard and got your crib. You did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Nobody. Well, unless you come from a wealthy
Yeah,
background and you inherit a crib,
yeah,
but you went out, bust your behind, and you got your crib. Same for you, raindrops. You're
we
not in
all
the
went.
hood no more.
We all went
Hell
against the
no.
You
grain,
got
man.
you.
That's the
You
thing.
facts.
We
That's what
we
I'm
went against
saying,
the
bro.
grain, and we
That's what I'm
didn't.
saying, bro.
Yeah.
We
Good
not the
point there.
statistic. We were not the statistic or the quote unquote product of the environment to the point to where we're standing in front of stores with no bottles and hanging out on the corner no more, doing things that we
Correct.
didn't do at one point. We all
Yep.
grown men.
It's
We
the
all
evolution.
intelligent grown men. We're in the process of breaking our generational curse from
Correct.
within each family that's going down.
Cause
Raindrops,
we
you an intelligent black man. You done did some things. Though
we
I know you an intelligent black man. I done spent time with you. So
but
I
we
know
know.
where the mind state is at. We not
Hey,
going
for the people that's watching, y'all know me and Black Raindrop, so we're blood brothers. We got the same mom, same dad.
Word up.
oh, that's hard. Salute. Damn, I ain't knew that.
Yeah.
It's
Same
all
Yeah.
mom,
new information for
same
me.
daddy.
That's hard.
That's nigga. I'm 10 years
I
older. Then this nigga
definitely.
used to follow me around when he was a kid. Shit, you know. Hey,
Definitely.
but that was my nigga. I taught him how to ride a bike,
All right,
all that
stop the
shit.
cap. Move
For
on
sure.
along with this.
Nigga, I
Move
did.
on
You
along with the
this
conversation.
nigga learned how to ride a bike. This nigga learned how to ride a bike at 4 years old.
That's
For sure, man.
hey. At that
You
point,
feel?
y'all should have known I was retarded.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like, this nigga was retarded at 4, riding bikes and shit. Nah, that's my little bro right there for real. But anyway, look,
Word, that's fire. Keep
let me
that,
tell you
man. I
something.
lost my little brother just recently. So
Yeah, I
keep
Man,
that,
saw that.
man.
R.I.P.
Saw that.
Much love for the family.
You got a
So
little
here's a
brother too, though.
let me
Yeah,
tell you
my
something.
little brother passed.
I was saying you are a little brother too,
Heard up.
even though you're a little
Oh
chunky.
yeah, y'all
I
old as
think I,
hell.
I think I got you by a
This
year or
nigga
two.
said we old as hell. Fuck you, nigga.
Oh,
You just pissed me
I'm
off.
39.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You 39, but you act like you 49.
No, that nigga act like
I've
he
been here
59.
before.
Yeah, I swear. Hey, that's an old soul if one
I
exists.
don't.
Shit, I'm 52.
I've been here before, man.
Yeah.
Old nigga. I ain't mad at you though. That's the
Shit.
goal, bro. See, I just be, it's just a fun thing for me to call my niggas old niggas because they
Yeah,
older than me. But that's the goal, bro. The
Yep.
goal is to get as old as you possibly can,
that's
live
it.
your life, see
Facts.
things, and
Yeah,
pass on knowledge and love. That's the goal. These young
Exactly.
niggas act like that's not the goal, bro. Like, yeah,
yeah. If you're not getting older, that
that's
means you
the goal,
dead.
man. To be the old, intelligent black man. Facts,
That's
bro.
why.
Anything
That's
that's
why I
not
always
growing is
say.
dead, bro.
That's why I always say to motherfuckers. I be like, yo, you trying to get to where I'm at? Fuck,
In fact, I'm
that's
trying to get there. You feel me?
you
Hell,
can't. That's not an insult. You trying to
even though
get to where
everybody
I'm
keep
at?
trying to, they keep trying to make me 40 already, man. And I'm just trying to enjoy my last couple months in my 30s, but they will not let me do it. When I turn 39, my wife said, "Well, you 49, huh?" Nigga, no. Everybody, nigga, you at least 40. Like, man, yo, I'm just trying to enjoy my last year, my last couple months in my 30s in peace, man.
Word up.
Let me live, man.
Yo, you know how many
I ain't
black
ready to turn 40 yet.
you know how many you know how many black men don't make it to 50?
Facts. Yes, I do. My baby brother was 34, dog.
Shit come from eating those chitlins and all those struggle meals they made us accustomed to.
I don't eat that shit no more.
I know, but we get accustomed to eating that. We get accustomed to, smoking, like white people food so nasty and all of this. Yeah, that's where the health issues come from.
Yeah, I just eat
Most of them.
mostly fruits and vegetables and salads and
High fructose. High
like.
fructose is just as bad as the devil.
So anyway, let's get
Man,
back to the.
I don't indulge in much of none of that nonsense no more. I'm in the gym every single day. I'm eating right. Like I'm big on fruits and veggies now. Like I eat salad like
You
damn
should
near
go to
three
the
times a
gym.
week.
You should go to the
Some
gym.
like
Every,
yo, the
bruh, go to the gym every other day.
Not that animal. He
hey
gotta go
man,
every
every
day.
morning me and my wife in the gym doing something different. I go every day. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I go every day. But I work
Okay.
on different things every day. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not going in there just staying stagnant to one thing. I'm on arms one day. I'm on legs one day. I'm on abs one day. I'm on biceps one day, triceps one day. I'm on the treadmill. I'm on the elliptical. I'm on I'm on the bike. You feel me? I'm doing little pull ups. I'm on the crunch
preparing
table. Like
preparing for
I'm
the
messing with the
revolution.
dumbbells. I'm on the weight bench. I'm in there like every single day, but I'm working on different things. So I'm allowing myself to rebuild properly. I'm just basically just trying to burn my stomach because everything else is good money.
Shit, I'm
Hey,
52. I don't even
already.
have a
So I'm in
stomach.
the gym every morning for work, man.
Yo, at the end of the day, man, we just
Huh?
gotta grow. At the end of the day, we just gotta grow. We gotta keep growing. Politically,
Mentally and
like,
physically.
yeah, we just gotta keep growing and not expect for things to stay how they were. Uh, and like you were saying
That's a
earlier,
fact.
V6, like, yeah, we came up a certain way, but we're not that way anymore. Like, we're growing mentally, we're passing it on to our kids
Facts.
and things of that sort. And we may not see it in his lifetime, but the overall objective is to just keep growing, man, and never lose faith, never lose
Facts.
hope in whatever you believe in. Just keep growing.
Yeah, you know why they think
That's
black
a
rob.
fact.
You know why they think Black
Huh?
raindrops. You know why they think black raindrops talk slow and talk long and all that shit? Cause I'm 52, nigga.
Why, bro?
There's a lot of knowledge.
Oh wow.
I've lived in so many
Facts.
different
That nigga,
states.
And I
that
like
I've
for it to
been
be
all
broken
over the
down in a
place.
that boy,
So,
that
like,
boy brain on crutches.
if I go to give it to you, right? What's the point in having the wisdom if you're not gonna share it?
See the brain on crutches,
big
man.
facts. You useless.
Yeah,
You're
it's like,
worthless if you got the knowledge and you ain't spreading it on, bro.
yeah, yeah. How do you not share that with your audience? That's
Hey,
crazy.
hey, but you know,
People are selfish.
I talk slow. I talk super slow too. But like since we started doing the podcast thing and all of that, like I'm listening, I'm studying, reading up on all of that type thing, and it's like
I've been helping him build his vernacular. I've been helping him
vernacular.
build his vernacular.
Come on, man.
Word.
It's too late for these
Cause I mean,
college
don't get it
words,
twisted. I'm from
man.
the hood. I'm from the hood, bro. I'm from the hood, bro. But I'm well versed. Like I'm 100% from the hood. Come from all of the jungle, but I'm well versed. Like I articulate myself very well. My vernacular is top tier. I know a gang of words and I know how to use them. Like I'm one of the ones I paid attention in school,
Paid
But
attention
look,
in school.
but I was
look,
just straight
So
from the hood, like straight up.
why
Hell
you
yeah, I paid
why you
attention in school. Boy, I
why you
graduated and all
paying
that.
why you paying attention in school?
I need to pay attention. I need to pay attention in school so I can know what to not do as an adult.
Bro, I never paid attention in school.
I didn't have the attention span
See,
to pay attention.
my mom's a gangster, bro. My mom's a gangster, bro. She always told me, I'm not raising no bum or no sorry man. So she always had me. I got punished with. She would physically get busy, but also she made me read dictionaries and things of that nature. So, like, I had a lot of stuff. I had to write little essays and things like that when I did, when I was out of
Right.
pocket. But when I got older, that's when it started really getting out of control. She couldn't, make me do none of that. But as an
Yeah.
adult, I took every piece of the dish that she gave me and I made my own recipe, bro. So
Right, right.
I'm all right. I'm all right. You feel me? Like, and my grandfather, he a super smart dude. My grandfather, a super smart dude. So, and that was that's my pops. You feel me? That's who raised me. He was a super smart dude. My mom's an intelligent black lady as well. So she wasn't having none of that. But it was just mad tough love. It was hella tough love, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
Facts.
raising no dummy. I'm not raising no thug. I'm not raising no fool. I turned life turned me into, life brought the gangsta out me. Going through things I went through in life when I was no longer a child under her thumb. You feel me? So, and plus I was an adult since a kid. I'm the oldest of my tribe, so
That he was an
I pretty
adult
much
since a
raised my
kid.
brothers and sisters. You feel me? I raised my
Right.
brothers and
How many
sisters.
kids
So
you?
when moms was out working,
How many kids you have, bro?
how many kids do I have?
Yeah.
All right, well, all together I got, let me see,
It
six.
remind
With
me of
How
my
old?
Beanie.
wife, my
How
my
old?
wife.
Yeah, I get it.
No, no,
How
no.
old?
Listen. My wife kids, my
Yeah.
wife kids that I took responsibility for, and
Word.
that's just what it is. And I have two biologically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it. I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit. We all do
Yeah.
that
So
shit. So how
V6
old is the
from
oldest one?
V6 remind me of Beanie
we
Siegel.
got we got we got five. We got 16. We got 22, 27. No, we got 21, 23, 27, and one about to be 30.
How many of them in the house?
So them my six. Oh, just
Damn.
one.
Oh, just one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That make
Damn.
that that that
Four of them grown. Four of
that
them,
make
yeah,
okay. That makes it easier. I mean,
to an extent, yeah.
it makes it easier. You
To
know
an
what I mean?
extent.
Yeah, to some extent, because
To an extent, yeah.
yeah. I mean, okay. Shit.
Facts.
Well, I guess we wrapping this up, man. What y'all
Well, I
gotta
tell
say
you
in
though,
closing, man?
goddamn, that 50% went the distance, huh? I
I
told you, yo,
swear,
and I still got 30, and I
I
still got
swear.
30, and we've been on this joint an hour and 20 minutes.
That's because that Android is
Good long
trash, man.
content.
That Android is
Nah,
trash.
apparently not.
Ain't got no other choice but save battery. Ain't got nothing to use it for.
As
Just
thorough as I am,
a whole lot of
that's
battery
good.
for not a
It's,
whole lot of phone.
Let me
listen,
tell you. Hey, let
If
me tell
that
you
was
you don't
something.
if
know. I got
that
so much. I got.
I, I want
I
to say
got so
something.
much on this phone, bro.
I
and
want to say
if,
earlier.
if
Say
that
something.
Android was a car, you could drive it to Cali on one tank of gas. Cause it's just like,
Bet
look,
I'll take that.
I ain't gonna say nothing else because my light just went out.
Mm.
The nine, the nine.
The battery died on
Now
my
what?
light.
Yo, like earlier.
Well, that means we wrapping it up for the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead, Black
Raindrops, what's
Raindrop.
good? What you got to tell me?
Earlier, y'all were talking about some shit about females, and I don't remember exactly what the fuck y'all were
About
talking
who?
about, but y'all was saying some shit about
Got
putting
more
holes in the
batteries.
housewives or some shit like that.
When? We was talking about the group chat.
I don't know.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Huh?
What was it? What was it?
See that?
You can't turn a hoe into a house. You cannot
Can't
turn a
turn.
hoe into a housewife.
Yeah, you could definitely turn a hoe into a housewife.
No, you can't.
Yes,
what?
you can.
What? I was not paying y'all attention when y'all said that.
You
You could
cannot turn a
definitely.
hoe into a
This is
housewife.
which conversation was this?
You could turn. I don't
I
know.
just
I
We
made
think.
all in
this.
agreement on that for
I
sure.
just made this shit up.
I think he just wanted to talk about it. You could definitely turn a hoe into a housewife.
No, you can't.
Just gotta figure out what kind of house she like.
There you go. That's a fact.
Or you could just
Oh
figure out
wow.
what kind of hoe she is.
Facts. Yeah, you could turn a hoe into a housewife the same way you could turn a street nigga into a corporate man.
Bullshit.
For
Definitely,
sure.
dog. You could
For
turn a
sure.
hoe into well, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but
I agree with that part.
you could definitely teach someone a better way, and if they're into you or they want it, you could definitely you could teach somebody out of that. Cause somebody taught me out of the hood.
Cause guess what though? If
Facts.
if she's a hoe, right? That's in her core. Like nobody taught her to be a whore. Like that's in her core, and
Nah,
that's how
somebody
her
de-
brain works.
nah, somebody
That's
definitely taught her how to be a hoe.
well, somebody showed her the way,
You
but
you
she had
learn
to
how to
have.
be a hoe. You're not born a hoe.
Yeah, but she already had to have that kind of mindset before she could receive, the principles,
No
or else
man,
she
she
would have just rejected it. If she received it
no
and
man.
became a hoe, guess what? She's
Baby
a hoe.
Man.
babies are innocent. It's taught.
Fuck you talking about? Nigga? I don't even know what the fuck you saying, and you pissing me
Like
off.
as a baby, like a baby 2, 3 years old, 4 years old, like they not hoes at that point. They learn that shit from their mama.
Yeah, but
Like we
nah,
guys
nah,
learning from their dad.
nah. That's
Oh
You
bullshit.
think it's
yeah.
genetic?
Nah, that's bullshit. That
A
shit
lot of
come.
them. A lot of
That
them.
shit that happens
I
in the
feel like
womb.
a lot of them just didn't come up with a father. A lot of them didn't come up with a father to show them what love was. A lot of them grew up seeing ratchet mothers, ratchet sisters.
I
Then they
don't
was
know.
just brought up around the.
I don't.
They was brought up around. They was brought up. Listen, bro. They was brought up around something that put them in that. And I'm gonna tell you something else since you won't go there. Yo, spirits is real, bro.
Yeah,
Energy travels and it's real. And if you got a house full of bad energy, it's gonna go into your children. If there's not an ounce of
Well,
good energy in that house, nine time out of ten, 9 times out of 10, a lot of that's gonna be the product of its environment because they're only going off what they've been raised in and around, bro. A
well,
Right.
lot of
yeah.
that
So
that
when it
whoring,
comes
that's a
to
demon, bro. That's a spirit.
energy, energy never goes away. It simply gets transferred from one entity to another. If you ever
Big
notice,
facts.
have you ever noticed,
Big facts.
like if you go to work or you wake up and the first person that you interact with has an attitude, right? And they're giving you that attitude.
Right.
They don't feel better until have been able to transfer that energy to you. As soon as they know that they
Or
pissed
either
you
to
off
somewhere
enough,
else.
even it's not until they realize that they transferred that energy to you that they back off and say, okay, well, it wasn't that big of a deal. That's just because you released the energy and you transferred it to a different entity. So then when you go to work or the next person you interact with, guess what? You're going to have an attitude with them because you got to get that energy, that negative energy off of you. So you have to transfer it to a different entity. So I say,
Nonsense.
I mean, we can
it's
put
not
that in the sense of,
that's not nonsense.
when a lot of people is no, I ain't saying it's nonsense. No, I'm saying we I said we can equate that to, when people be on when people are like, yo, I say personally, it's all fun and games until somebody get their jaw broke. It's always a joke
is that
until the joke
is that
not joking.
is that
Like, let's keep it
philosophy?
real. It's always a joke. Yeah, yeah, facts. Because it's like, think about it, bro. A lot of people will say disrespectful things in a joking way, and long as and if you don't react to it, then it wasn't a joke. But the minute you feel that negative energy come on you, and you decide to step to it, then I was just playing, man. It was a joke. But would it
but
been a joke if I didn't approach the issue? It's not a
but
joke it's a joke when I approach the issue. But if I would have
but
turned the other cheek, you wouldn't have been joking. You would have been dead
but
ass serious.
but can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
No,
I agree with what you said. All it takes is a ring.
I'm gonna say yeah.
nah.
Yeah, I think you
Let's
could
keep
I
it
turn
guess
her
real.
into a
I
housewife.
All
guess it
it,
just
I
depends
mean,
on what your I guess
literally,
it just depends on what your definition of what a hoe means
I mean, a hoe is a
is.
hoe. I mean, for me, a hoe is
man,
just
listen,
slanging pussy, no daddy.
a
Like,
promiscuous
yeah,
being.
a promis. Yeah, I'm gonna take that
You
back.
gonna have to
Not
do
just
some hella.
slanging
You gonna have to
pussy.
do.
You can't.
You gonna have to do hella work, boy.
You can't
You
do
gonna
it.
have to be a different type of person. You
You
gotta.
can't do it.
You
You
gonna go
can't
through
do
some
it.
things, boy.
Bro, it happens all the time, man. It happens all the time. Like most people that are married, the girl been a hoe
Well,
and the dude been a hoe
is
too.
that making a hoe into a housewife or a hoe
Well,
getting wife?
she was a hoe and she's a
Guess
housewife
what?
now.
But guess what? She's still a hoe, bro.
She'll be so once a hoe, always a hoe.
Yeah.
Is that just for women or is that for men
No.
too?
Once a hoe, if you stop doing hoe things, does that mean you still a hoe?
Right.
If you stop doing the things that a hoe used to do,
Nah,
Nah,
you're
nah, nah,
you're an
nah.
ex hoe.
Like
I
that.
mean,
That's why I
that go
said
and that go for
that.
everybody.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why
there
I
you go.
said
You an ex hoe. Yeah,
I'm a
fact.
I'm
You
an
an ex
ex
hoe.
hoe. I'm an
nah.
ex hoe.
Professor Xavier,
That's why I said.
I
That's
respect
why.
it.
That's why I said it just depends on what your definition of that is. Because yeah, I mean, yeah, she's still a hoe, but like being whole is a mental thing. It's not
That's
about her physical.
this went left. That went left quick, boy.
It's not about like what she does physically. It's about how she thinks.
Nah, cause you could think it all day.
Not for
You
females.
only a hoe if you hoeing.
But yo,
Not true.
You gotta be whole. You can't think whole stuff and be a hoe. Like, yeah, you gotta actually go hoe. You can't just think hoe.
Nah.
If that's the case, we all hoes.
Well, yeah, but we're not talking about us.
On that
Oh
note,
yeah, we're
on
talking
that
about
note,
everybody.
America. On that note, America, I'm gonna be signing off. This is the Word on the Street podcast. I am one of the three most immaculate hosts, Carolina Leonidas. They call me V6. Victory
There
stands
we
in
go.
existence. This is the Word on the Streets podcast, where we keep it real, we kick that content, and we keep it live. Y'all have a good night. Till
Oh my
tomorrow.
mama.
Check out tomorrow's episode when it's done
All
Let's
on
right,
my
go.
hood.
all right,
Yep,
V6.
we back on these hoes, man. We gone.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Stream ended.